What's going on, guys? Cabal here once again with another Diablo 4 video, and today we are actually reacting to the new news on Diablo 4. Nobody really goes over it yet. I didn't get the chance to watch it live, but Mr. Veiled Shot here did. He goes over quite a lot when it comes to Diablo 4. I checked him out a couple weeks ago, and he's actually pretty good. If you want to go ahead and give, I just want to go ahead and give him a shout out. At least for the little bit of subscribers I have in comparison to him. He does anywhere between guides, news, whatever it may be. So check him out. But the reason I'm going to him today is because he is the only one I've seen that immediately goes to break down Diablo 4's new season and announcements as far as what they were talking about. I was starting to watch the live stream, but I kind of wanted a summary. Because again, I have a daughter. I can't really sit here and just watch this whole thing, especially during nap time. Anyway, let's get into it though. We're going to watch this video here. He goes over pretty much start to finish and summarizes it into about 5 minutes. So hopefully we get everything we need for him. But I watched a little bit of it. So let's see.
Season 1 start date, 7/20/2023, July 20th in 2 weeks, which is pretty exciting. I have the breakdown of the entire live stream here. I'm going to do a quick summation. First thing I want to mention, they spent the first 25 minutes talking about Diablo Immortal. So there is less information than I think we.
So anybody thinking that that new class that they announced was coming to Diablo 4, it is going to Diablo Immortal. And it sounds like that's what they talked about. Because if you notice in his notes right here, you see Blood Knight in Diablo Immortal DI. First 25 minutes is what they talked about. But that's not coming to Diablo 4 for anybody that might have thought it was coming to Diablo 4. So anyway.
Would have gotten, but there's still a lot to talk about here. So a couple of key points that I want to really address is in association with Season 1. There's going to be a new seasonal mechanic and basically the full iteration of the Battle Pass released into the game. The new seasonal mechanic is going to be called the Threat. The Threat is basically something that causes everyone to be plagued, infected. There's a new story associated with it, and elite monsters can now be considered malignant. When elite monsters become malignant, you can kill them and they'll drop a heart, which will spawn another monster, a malignant monster. And if you kill that, then you get unlocked a caged heart item. This caged heart is basically like a new legendary power. You could sock it into your jewelry. There's going to be new builds, new combos with this. And most importantly, it has a unique color. There are 3 different types. One is like a universal socket, very rare. The other 2 need to be matched to the socket color, and you'll get better ones as you level up, and the earlier ones can be kind of salvaged for certain, I guess you could say, kind of keys into the malignant tunnels. The malignant tunnels are sort of a new dungeon. This new dungeon.
Oh, okay, perfect. So it looks like they're going to add a new weighted gear from what he's saying, and it looks like they're also going to be adding some sort of new end game as well, at least. So that'll be nice to have some sort of iteration of end game, because I know a lot of you are getting bored with just nightmare dungeons, helltides, nightmare dungeons. I get that. I mean, it's cool, just hack and slashing away, but I think a lot of us are looking for some extra stuff, so that's good. Let's continue.
Is a way to kind of target farm your caged hearts for your jewelry, so you can actually farm the specific seasonal bonus. There's also going to be new legendaries, new uniques for both the eternal and seasonal realm. All the previous.
Oh, perfect. So I was mentioning this before, and now I guess they confirmed it. It looks like any new seasonal stuff as far as items, new legendaries, new uniques, it will be for both realms. So if you want to continue to play your character in the Eternal Realm and not do the season stuff, you'll still get access to the new legendary items and the unique items. But I do not think you'll be able to do the threat or any of the get the malignant stuff like the cage heart items and things like that. That looks like it might be seasonal specific items.
These things that I mentioned are only available for the seasonal realm, but there are going to be new legendaries and new uniques for the Eternal Realm as well. And on July 18th, that's going to come into play. They also talked a lot about the battle pass. There's going to be a new battle pass, which we didn't get for the preseason. We're going to get favor from just doing stuff naturally. This favor is going to progress the battle pass. We also will get favor from doing the seasonal journey. And also, with that seasonal journey, we have new legendary aspects as rewards. You don't have to finish all of it. You only have to finish a portion of it. So if you don't want to do parts of it, then that's totally fine.
Okay.
You can just do whatever you want to do and it'll progress it. And then also the seasonal journey will kind of dictate your battle pass experience, and that battle pass experience is going to be used for smoldering ashes, which give you permanent account unlocks for that season. Things like monster XP, things like crafting adjustments, things like potion duration or elixir duration, which are really, really important, especially the experience one as season starts. Now, this is free. You don't or shouldn't be able to pay for this at all. They clearly have mentioned.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is basically saying the season pass is supposed to be entirely free when it comes to anything that gives you power. Anything that gives you power as far as, like he's talking about increased experience and stuff like that. It looks like that's going to be free. But my understanding is anything else that is paid is going to be cosmetic and won't affect the gameplay other than cosmetic, is what I understand about the Battle Pass, but we don't know yet. We'll probably do another video once the Battle Pass comes out, going over the whole thing, and we can kind of look at it together to kind of see, what we're getting ourselves into. But let's continue.
That this is going to be something that is not design intended if there is some sort of pay-to-win aspect, so we do not need to worry about that. Also, they briefly mentioned the Renown Altars and the Fog of War. You're going to be keeping that, but in order to unlock it for every other character and for the season, on July 18th, you must log in to your most progressed characters in order to unlock it. So on July 18th, that's when that's coming, which is honestly a little disappointing for me because it really discourages me from playing alts at the current moment. Other than that, another thing that I really want to mention is malignant mechanics, or the seasonal mechanics, are only available after you finish campaign, and the story is kind of a side story post Diablo 4 campaign. They also mentioned that they're going to be
okay, so if any of you that have not completed the campaign yet, you're looking to play in the season, what he's saying is pretty much just finish your campaign so you can do the malignant mechanics, because you're not going to get that in the campaign. You're not going to be able to really enjoy the season if you haven't at least finished your campaign. I know there's some of you out there that are level like 55 and still haven't finished the campaign because you can't control yourself looking at all the side stuff. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. So get out there and finish your campaign. It looks before the season comes out.
Adding uniques to the Helltide drop table in a patch later today. There's going to be feedback being addressed in a patch later today, and there'll probably be another video for myself on the patch later today. So that's pretty much the summation of everything we got in a couple of minutes here. A few things I want to mention. I really felt a little annoyed at some of the kind of casual conversation in the live stream. I didn't mind it for the campfire chat, but
that's why we're watching him instead of watching the campfire chat, because I was watching a little bit of it, but they were having other discussions that didn't really pertain to what everybody's been waiting for. So that thing ended up being like 2 hours long of just, sure, they're talking about the game, but it turns into them talking about certain things that they were clearly annoyed about, because a lot of people called them out on their first like Q&A, because a lot of people didn't believe a lot of the accounts were real accounts that were questioning them. But I think that's what he's kind of getting into.
I think there are a lot of memes going around in this chat, and I didn't like that too much. And also, I don't really like the fact that they just dropped 25 minutes of Diablo Immortal in my Diablo 4 dev stream.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Diablo Immortal, they're kind of forced into that because they, if they're going to make Diablo 4 have zero pay to win, they're going to have to talk about their pay to win game. I mean, I think that's the only thing that's truly going to be making our game keep the pay to win out, if they can promote Diablo Immortal in it. So I don't mind that. Just keep all that pay to win over there.
I don't like how they're comboing all the Diablo games together. I know that they're excited about it. The Diablo Immortal Blood Knight trailer looked cool, but no one here wants to play that. No one wants to, jump into the game. And so combining two separate audiences into the same live stream just kind of wasted my time a little bit. But it is what it is. Season 1 mechanics look pretty insane. They look fun, and I'm excited to jump in. But realistically, I mean, We'll have to see what the mechanics actually end up being and some of the builds that they change. I'm really more interested in the season 1 patch, because they say they're going to do a patch pre-season 1, not pre-season, but before season 1 comes out, with a lot of changes there. So with that being said, stay tuned for a new update coming later today. That's going to be applied later today. If you guys want to check that out, be sure to sub to the channel. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I'll see you all for the next one.
All right, so yeah, that's Veiled Shot. Go give him a like and a follow. I'll leave the link to this video in my description as well. So that way, if you guys want to go kind of recap some things, it's kind of rough going and watching like a 2-hour video. So hopefully this helps you guys out. If you want to give me a like and subscribe, that would help me out as well. I'm just a new streamer out here growing. Check me out on Twitch as well. It's twitch.tv/KabowTV, and I'll be there sometime today. But normally I always stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays from about 10 to 2. So anyway, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.